Hey, what's up? Welcome to this video. This is Hannes. I'm really happy that you're here because I'm about to show you two really cool songs for beginners. And before we start, check out the link in the video description for my crash course. If you're new to the world of the guitar, if you're new to my channel, you should definitely check that out. It's absolutely for free and you will have a lot of fun checking out the guitar and all its basics and all what you need to master this tutorial, for example. So let me play for you what you're about to see here. One thing, you make my heart sing. One thing, I wanna know for sure. And so you have two really famous and known songs. First one was Wild Thing by the Trogs, and the other one was the riff of the Joker by the Steve Miller Band. And really fun to play on guitar, especially for beginners if they don't know what to play first. I think those are really nice chords to learn on guitar, and a very cool riff to play on guitar that brings you a lot of fun to play and is easy for most people who start playing the guitar. So let's start with Wild Thing. We have actually three chords going on here all the time in the verse and in the bridge, however you want to call it. We have A major. You can play that one on in two different ways there. I like to play it like this because it's not that crowded there in the second fret of the guitar, but I'll show you what I mean. I like to start with the middle finger in the second fret of the D string. This is from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, fourth string from the bottom. Index finger also in the second fret on the G string, right next to the D string. So D string, G string, and ring finger goes on the second fret on the B string, the second from the bottom. And you hit all the strings, but you don't hit the low E string, the fat one. So, and you hit that one, that whole chord, all 5 strings twice. Check out if you are hearing all the notes or if one is missing. This chord can be quite hard because so many fingers are in the second fret working. I have another version for you, just switching fingers, maybe that's easier for you. That way we have index finger in the second fret of the D string, middle finger on the second fret of the G string, and ring finger on the second fret of the B string. So it's either this or this version. Just index and middle finger change strings. Check out which one fits you better. Both are truly fine. So, if you have hit this chord twice, we hit the next chord, the D major chord. Therefore, you shift your ring finger in the third fret of the B string, the index finger in the second fret of the G string, and the middle finger goes into the second fret of the E string. So 2, 3, 2. And you hit 4 strings, the D, G, B, and E string. Don't hit the 2 low ones. Also twice. So we have A, then D, and then we go to the E major chord. Take your index finger 1 fret down, still on the G string, on the first fret, and the middle finger goes into the second fret of the A string, and the ring finger into the second fret of the D string, and you hit all 6 strings. Also 2 times, and then you're going back to D again. Also hit that one twice. So the whole thing goes A, you stop your strings, put your palm on the strings of your hitting hand, and then you hit D, mute the strings again, and go to E. Hit the mute button again, and D again. So, A, D, E, D, A, D, A again, D, E, D. And this goes on for the whole wild thing. You make my heart sing. You make everything groovy. Wild thing. You know, for that part, it's always the same. And then we have the bridge, which goes easy to remember because we're hitting only the inner 4 strings. We don't play the 2 outer ones, just the A, D, G, and B string, empty, without doing anything. And then pushing the A chord again, and up again, and down again. Wild thing, I think I love you. I wanna know for sure. And so on, you get the point. This is the bridge part. So, together. 1, 2, 3, 4. A, D, D, E, E, D, D, A, D, D, E, E, D, D, A, D, times before we go to the bridge, and then we have the bridge. Empty string, open strings. I wanna know for sure. I did that 4 times, and then we go back. 3rd time, and 4th time. One, 2, from the top. A, D, D, E, E, D, D, A, D, D, E, E, D, D, and so on. Repeats all over again. If you have trouble changing between the chords, do a dry exercise between the chords. Really check out which finger has to go where before you start hitting the strings. And do that for 20 times. You know, change between A, D. Take a close look what happens when you go from A to D. Which finger has to go where? And the same going then from D to E, and then from E to D again, and from D to A, and so on. Do that in your tempo, the tempo you can do it in, and do it as often as you can before you start playing the song, because then your fingers are a little bit more ahead and it will sound more fluent. Also remember to play the chords as close to the frets as possible. This is a good D chord. This here is not a good D chord because you're too far in that direction. More be closer to the frets up the fretboard. Not on the frets, but right before them. So let's check out the other song, the Joker. We start with the ring finger in the 3rd fret of the E string and hit that string 2 times. After that we mute the string again. Practice that first. We will need that more often in that song. Long, short. Long, short. First note is long, and then we mute the 2nd note. I just place my palm here on the strings. And then, when you did that twice, you play open A string, 2nd fret A string with the middle finger, and then twice with the ring finger and the 3rd fret. There you play again long and short. And mute the strings again. So, from the top. Again. And then, when you did that once, you would do the same on the D string, but a little different, with a little different movement. We have open D string, 2nd fret, D string, and again, open D string twice. But again, long and short at the end. D, E, D, D, and mute. So from the top. And then open A string again, 2nd fret A string, and then 4 times the 3rd fret of the A string, 2nd fret A string, open A string, and it goes on from the beginning. So, from the beginning, even slower. So, have fun with playing that. I hope I could help you with that and help you with the dry exercise where you can learn how to change between chords and a chord progression. Take your time. Do it in your tempo. This is the important thing. And don't be afraid to make mistakes. I mean, this happens to everybody who starts out with something new. If you're new to that whole topic of chords and chord change and stuff, don't be too hard on yourself. This is a complex thing, and I want you to focus on just one hand for the beginning, and then you bring together 2 hands. Just keep that in mind. Also with Joker riff, go through your fretting hand and be sure you know where to go. This is way more important than doing it pretty fast from the beginning, because that way you will just bring that really into your subconscious, where to put your finger, and this just needs to be done at the beginning. It's just pure work there. So I hope you had a lot of fun with me in that video. If you want to learn more about the guitar and all its basics and all the things you need to know, check out my crash course in the video description. It's absolutely free and you will learn a lot there. I can just recommend you to check that out if you're new to the guitar and new on my channel here. So thanks for watching and take care. See you on the next video. Bye.